dos, tres, cuatro.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you don't know me, today's video is a very special one. I'm super excited to be doing something for Hispanic Heritage Month. For those of you guys who don't know, Hispanic Heritage Month runs from September 15 to October 15. It starts on September 15 because today is Independence Day, with 5 different countries having their Independence Day. Of course, one of them being Guatemala, which is where I'm from, where my family is from. I'm not born there, but my parents are from there, and I actually did live there for about 5 years, I want to say, when I was a baby. The other 4 countries are Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua, which are the other 5 that also have their independence on the same date as today. And then of course, for all my Mexican and Chilean and Belize girls or boys, you guys, independence is tomorrow. And then I'm not sure what the other countries' independence fall on. Those are the ones that I know of. There is of course other Hispanic countries that I want to go ahead and mention, which are Argentina, Bolivia, Colombia, Cuba, Dominican Republic or República Dominicana, Ecuador, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Puerto Rico, España, Uruguay, and Venezuela. And I don't think there's any others that I'm missing. I'm hoping not, but if I am, I'm so sorry. But yes, Hispanic Heritage Month. So I wanted to dedicate a few videos just to Hispanic Heritage Month. Also on my Instagram stories and posts, I'm gonna be featuring a few Hispanic people that inspire me. It could be friends, family, anybody that I believe that deserves a little shout out. I'm going to go ahead and put them on my Instagram. So make sure that you guys are following me there, because there's also a lot gonna be going on for Hispanic Heritage Month on there. But for today's first video, I did want to do a Hispanic owned brand video. There's a few things that I couldn't get to complete a full face, but pretty much everything is Hispanic owned. I do have some collabs that are with Hispanics, but it's not necessarily their brand. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and feature some here on my channel today, so I'm super excited. If you guys didn't know of these certain brands, then maybe now you will go ahead and try them out if that's something that you like. So I wanted to go ahead and start off by telling you guys the song that's playing throughout my video is actually from Gabby Moreno. She is from Guatemala City, which is in Guatemala. The song that's playing is called Ave que emigra, which means bird that migrates. I thought it was really fitting just because you guys know we all migrate here to the United States, and I just thought it was fitting for the video. I hope that you guys do enjoy this song. Her voice is just so good, so if you guys want to go ahead and check her out, I'm gonna go ahead and link her in the description box so you guys can go listen to her music. Her voice is so good. I love that weird voice, I guess. I'm into that kind of voice. So if you guys are into it, then definitely go check her out. I'm also going to talk about some jewelry and stuff like that, so you guys can have a little more feel of what I know is from Guatemala. There is also a girl that I follow on Instagram. She has a brand called Chica View, and I think I have mentioned her on Instagram before. I don't know if I mentioned her here on YouTube before. So here's a few things that I want to show you guys that is actually handmade, and my grandma actually brought me this from Guatemala. Actually, I think most of the stuff, my mom brought me a couple of things, but mostly my grandma. These are just some pair of earrings. These are very pretty and they are handmade. They do have them pretty much everywhere. There's these places called mercados which sell groceries. It's kind of like a grocery store, but it's outside, and it's called a mercado, and sometimes they sell stuff like this there. Also, I know Antigua, Guatemala, if they have like little spots sitting outside where the indigenous people actually make these and sell them. Just wanted to show you guys the little things. These are all handmade things. The other earring just fell, but that's what that one looks like, and it's really pretty as well. They are super easy, so they're not heavy at all. They're really nice. I believe this one my grandma brought me as well, which is just this amber anklet. Very, very pretty. And I also have a jade one, which is very pretty as well. This one is a bracelet that has a cross on it. It's really cute. And I believe this one my mom brought me last time she went. She went last year in October sometime is when she went. But that's what that one looks like. And also these were brought to me from my grandma. Two of them are bracelets and one of them is an anklet. And these are also all handmade. Very pretty. I love them. And this is the anklet. Very cute. So you guys can see that. And then this one my grandma brought me, I think, but this was from a long time ago. I've had this for a very long time. She brought it to me as well from Guatemala. And then last but not least, what I have is this here, and that's what it looks like. And this is just a headband. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on so it holds my hair back while I do my makeup. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and show you Chica View products that she has. So she has a online store that has earrings, accessories, like headbands and stuff like that. So I did purchase some stuff from her not that long ago. I talked about it on my Instagram. I haven't talked about it here, but these are some of the earrings that she makes. They're really cute. Very not heavy at all. They're really nice. These are some of her other things. They're really cute. And of course I'm talking about her because she is a Latina Hispanic girl that makes this, and I do like to support whoever I can. And then these are actually some of my favorite ones. These have these little face on them. Hopefully the camera will pick it up there. But they do have the little hoop and then the little face on them. They're really cute. These are actually some of my favorite ones. And then these ones as well. I think she just launched some new ones when this video goes up. She just launched some new ones. I'll leave her link so that you guys can go check her out. She has really cute earrings, also headbands. She has a lot on her site. Make sure you guys go check her out. These ones I got a while back. I want to say maybe a year ago or more than a year ago, but they're also very cute. They have the little palm tree and the little like shell thing there. They are really cute. And I've worn these a lot as well. These are some of her other earrings. So these are just like safety pins, but they are earrings, safety pin earrings. They're really cute. And she also has a different style with the safety pins that look like this, and they have the little star here on the bottom like that. Very cute. Okay, and then she also has some hair clips on her site that are very cute as well. This one is the marble kind. You guys see that? Very cute and pretty. And she has this one as well, pink sparkly one. I think she might have different colors of these, but I'm not sure. These are actually some of my favorite. I wear them all the time, and they're these ones here with like the pearls on them. Very cute. She has these different styles as well, which is this one here, the square one that is all full, and then also this one that's more like a beaded one. It's very cute with the gold on it. I just wanted to give her a quick shout out. She is awesome and has some awesome products, so make sure that you guys go check her out. Her link is down in the description box. And then also, if you guys saw my nails here, these actually are from the nail polish, at least is from Kathleen Lights. If you guys don't know, Kathleen is actually Cuban. I'm pretty sure she's Cuban. But she has this really cute nail trio that just came out. It's called the Supernova one. If you guys have seen Xenon from Disney movies like back in the 90s, that is pretty much what this is based off of. The colors in here, they are really cute. And I also wanted to give her a shout out because she is Hispanic and her nail polishes are amazing. This is one of the ones that I'm wearing right now, which is this one. You guys see that color? It's so pretty. Then I also have this one on. I have all of them on, to be honest with you. So the first one is called Protozoa. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but Protozoa is a character in that movie. This one is called a Nebula, which is also another character name from the movie. And I also have this one on, which is called Xenon. and that's the color right there that I'm wearing on that finger. And then I also got an extra one, and this one's not part of the trio obviously, but this one is called Barry, B-A-R-R-Y. If you guys watch Friends and know Dr. Barry Farber, that's what she named it off of. You guys know I'm a huge Friends fan, and if you don't, now you do. Just wanted to give out a little shout out to a few things here and there that have nothing to do with makeup. Sorry guys, I know this video is going to be a long one, but I think it's well worth to mention these things. If you guys didn't know about them, now you do. And so now we're gonna move on to the makeup part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my face first. This is not part of the Hispanic brand. This is just the Smashbox primerizer is what I'm using on my face. And then we do have foundation. The founder of Beauty Blender, her name is Ria Ann Silva, and she did mop actually with a sponge. This is not a Beauty Blender. I actually, not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not a big fan of the actual Beauty Blender sponge, but I do like the foundation and the concealer. So I'm not gonna be using the actual Beauty Blender. I am gonna be using a brush today from Alamar Cosmetics, which is another Latina owned brand. Gabby, I don't remember her last name, but she is the founder of Alamar Cosmetics, and she's actually one of Kathleen Light's friends. So that's how I found out about Alamar Cosmetics, and of course it is a big brand now. They do have a lot of stuff on their site now. So I'm gonna go ahead and be using this brush here from the brand from Alamar, and using the foundation from Beauty Blender. But the founder of Beauty Blender, her name is Rianne Silva, and she is Hispanic. Her mom was from Mexico and her dad is Portuguese Irish. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this foundation. This is in the shade 3.65N. I'm just gonna go ahead and place it on my hand here. What I like about this foundation, it is a whipped foundation, so it's a little bit on the thicker side, but I like the packaging on this, and also it is definitely full coverage. So if you're not a full coverage kind of girl, you probably don't like this. You guys can see it pops on from the back side. You're supposed to put your Beauty Blender on there, of course, and pop it on there. It does have this little stopper here, which I think is awesome, so that way put it somewhere with other foundations and it, you know, it won't come out or anything because you have that lock on it, which I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this here with this brush. Now this is a bronzer brush from Alamar, but I don't mind using it as a foundation brush. I have two sets of her face brushes because I do like them a lot. And Gabby, I believe she is Cuban as well, like Kathleen. You guys can see a little bit of that foundation does go a long way. You don't need a lot. And if you go in with a brush, it is a little bit lighter than if you go in with a sponge for some reason. I don't know why. Now in her line of Alamar, she just came out with a new palette, also an eye primer and some more brushes, which I did not get yet, but I do want to try them out. But I do have some of her older stuff. I do have some of her brushes from previous launches. So I do have these that I'll be using for my eyes, and then I also have a palette. First one she came out with. This is the Reina del Caribe, and that's what it looks like. Very pretty colors on there. It's actually really nice and pigmented. I do have a few palettes to mention, so I don't know which one I'm gonna go ahead and use. She does have these ones, which have quickly become some of my favorite face palettes. The blush one, I love these corals on here. These two are so pretty. I also love the pink one, but you guys know that I love my coral blushes. And of course a bronzer. She has this face palette. This one's more of a brightening powder, and then you have your two bronzers here, which I am in love with as well. I do have another product here from Beauty Blender that I'm going to be using. This is the Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whipped Concealer. This is in the shade 3.60W, so tan golden is the actual name, and this one is a little bit on the thicker side as well. It is like a whip, like it said on the thing. So it's just a little bit thicker bit what I'm used to. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush here, also from Alamar, to blend this all into the face. I am going to be using it as my eye primer as well. As you guys can see, I did put some on my eyelids. And as you guys can tell, also a little bit does go a long way with this concealer. You do not need a lot. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I don't have any powder that is Hispanic owned for that, so I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow setting powder, and I'm just going to set my face real quick with this. Also using another Alamar brush. This is the complexion brush, and I'm just going to move that around on my face here to set my face. And now I am going to brighten up a little bit under my eyes here, or not brighten up, but use the powder, this one here, and I'm going to use this shade here just to put a little bit under my eyes. I am also powdering my lids so that the concealer that is wet is set. And of course, to bring some color back into the face, I am going to go ahead and grab a little bit of the darker bronzer, which is this one right here, and start up here. Bringing a little bit of color back to my face because I'm looking a little bit pale. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the lighter one and put that just right here. You guys have seen me use this blush before, so I'm gonna use a different one. So this is from Kenia Ontiveros. She is Mexican. She is from Sinaloa, and I believe she might be a makeup artist, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard of her before. I did receive this in my BoxyCharm, which is awesome that somebody like me, a Hispanic, that can be featured in BoxyCharm. That is awesome. But these are really nice. I have used them, not much on camera, but I have used them. I'm gonna go ahead and of course use this one here. It's actually really pretty. I'm gonna use it as a blush. Oh, it is very pretty. That is the blush. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the highlight from here. I'm gonna use the shade Shine, which is this one here. Very pretty. I am not going with a lot. I do want to go in with another product to just make it pop a little bit, but this is just a little bit that I'm putting on. The other product that I did want to apply to make this pop a little bit more was from Artist Couture. This is the Diamond Glow Powder, and this is in the shade Summer Haze. For those of you guys who don't know, Artist Couture, the founder is Angel Merino, and his parents are actually from El Salvador. I do have a few products from his company. I have the highlighter, of course, and then I have these other ones. These have gotten a sample, but they're also part of the Diamond Glow Powder. This one is in the shade Gold Digger. I'll show you guys real quick. It's a really pretty light shade, very icy. And then this one, that is also from the Diamond Glow Powder. This is in the shade Broadway, and it's a pinky one. It's really pretty. Also from his line, I do have his palette, the Caliente palette. I did post on Instagram one of those IGTV videos using his palette. Just this one, I do have it out just in case. That's what that looks like. If you guys remember my video with CJ where we did the Never Have I Ever, the eye makeup that I was wearing on that video is actually from this palette. So I really do like it. It's really pretty, very creamy formula. I do like it a lot. I haven't used the nude one. I know he has a nude palette, but I have not used that. There is another product from him that I finally got that I really love. Is this one. This is the Diamond Lights Finisher, and I like to use these just as toppers or shimmers. This one is really pretty. This is in the shade Nebula and it looks like that. Very pretty and shimmery. It has like a pinky blue, purple. It has all kinds of shimmers in there. They're just so pretty. You guys can see that. Very shimmery, eye-catching for sure. So next thing that I'm gonna move on to is actually eyebrows, and this is from Reina Rebelde. If you guys haven't heard of this before, it is a Hispanic owned brand as well. I've used this now for a week and a half now, and I really do love it. Actually, it's a pomade. You can use it both on your eyes and your brows. It's a Rebel Eye paint. This is in the shade Frida, like Frida Kahlo. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows with this. I'll do one on camera and the other one off camera so you guys can see how they perform. You guys can see it's very creamy. A little bit does go a long way, and I know I say that a lot about a lot of things, but this one really does go a long way. You guys do not need to have a lot of this, which is awesome because it'll last you forever. Okay, you guys can see it is that simple. You guys don't need a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and set them here. This is also not Hispanic owned. This is just a Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter. I'm just gonna go ahead and set those here into place so they don't move all day. And the product is very creamy, but it doesn't move around much. Even if I don't put the gel on them, it's really nice. They do last all day. It's quickly become one of my favorite ones actually. I do still enjoy my Anastasia one, but this is really nice. And if I actually had to choose between this one and the Anastasia one, I definitely actually choose this one. I feel like it applies easier than the Anastasia one. If you guys have tried the pomade from Anastasia, this one is definitely a lot easier to apply, I feel like, than the Anastasia one. So I'm excited that I have found something that is still nice and creamy like the Anastasia one, but I feel like this one might be a little bit creamier and a little bit easier. You guys saw all I did was do the line, fill in a little bit, and then just swipe up my brows to distribute the product, and that was that. It's done. So I'm gonna go off camera real quick, do the other one, and then I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am back with the other brow done. We're gonna go ahead and get started here with eyeshadow. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes so I already talked about this one. I probably won't use this one since I already have a video on it. Also, Melt Cosmetics was founded by two Hispanic girls. So the co-founders of Melt Cosmetics are Laura Arellano and Dana Bomar. They are Latin American, which means descending from Hispanics. But yeah, I do have a lot of their palettes. I actually really love their formula. So I have the Smoke Sessions palette here, which looks like this, very pretty. Also have the Rust palette, which looks like this, very pretty as well. And I have this one. This one is part of a collection that came out last year actually, and it's like this. I do have them both. This is the Vida palette and this is the Muerte palette. So this is what the Muerte palette looks like. I have used it on my YouTube channel before, as well as the Vida palette. I have used this one on my channel before. I think I have used all of them on my channel already. Along with having eyeshadow palettes, they do have lipsticks, eyeliners, lip liners. I do have some of their lip products that I will mention later on. But I also wanted to mention some other Hispanic brands. And some of these are collabs. Actually, a couple of them are. So let me put those out here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collab. This one is the Dream Street palette one, and obviously I'm missing one right here, but this is actually the first palette that I used on my YouTube channel. My very first video is featuring this palette, so that's what that one looks like. And I also have this one, which I believe I have used on my channel as well, and that's what that palette looks like. This is the So Jaded palette, also another collab with Kathleen Lights. It's very pretty. And I did mention the Alamar one, which you guys already have seen. I also have this one, which is from Manny MUA. If you guys don't know, I believe that he is also of Mexican descent, and that's what that palette looks like. This is the Life is a Drag palette. I did purchase this when it first came out. I didn't really use it much on my channel, but I do like the colors in here. I have used this one before. And then I have the Hank and Henry Teddy palette and the Poison palette. I do have other things from Hank and Henry that I didn't mention before, but I do have these two, which are the cream blushes. They're really pretty. I have the shade Tang Tang and Bebe Rosa, which are these pretty coral shade and a pink shade. I just didn't use them today, but I do have them. I believe I've used them on my channel before, so you guys have seen them. If not, it was probably on my Instagram video. I can't remember. But yeah, and he also does have lipsticks. He has brushes, these really amazing brushes that I haven't been able to get my hands on. But he does have liquid lipsticks, regular lipsticks, I believe too. And I have some of his pigments as well. That is what that looks like. I love the packaging on these. Very nice. I'm not sure where Hank and Henry is from. It might be also Mexican descent, but I'm not sure. You guys did see this one when my mom did my makeup, and she used the green in this palette right here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one. There is one that I haven't used that is actually very fall appropriate, and since we're getting into fall, I think that I might use this one. This is the Teddy palette. I haven't used this one at all actually, but it is very pretty with these burgundy shades, purpley burgundy red shades. Very fall appropriate. So I'm thinking I'm going to use a mixture of the colors in here and maybe even the Rust palette from Mel Cosmetics. I'm going to move all of this out of the way. So let's go ahead and get started here on the eyes. So I'm going to start with the Rust palette here. I'm going to use the shade Road, which is this really nice mustardy shade right here. I am going to start blending that over the crease. I am going to grab the shade called Bare Necessities from the Hank and Henry palette, which is that one right there, and I'm gonna put that on the crease and work it in here, meeting it up with that first shade that I put down. Just gonna blend it out a little bit further with the shade Erode, which is the very first shade that I put down. I am going to grab a little bit of the shade right here called Teddy and just put that on the outer corner to darken it up a little bit more. I am going to use the shade called Fuzzies from this palette, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put that on the center of my lid and on the center, and then like just right over here probably, and in the inner corner we'll go in with a different shade. This is a very pretty color. I do like it a lot. You guys can see that. I am going to take a lighter shade here. I'm going to use the shade Barely There, which is this one right here, and put that in the inner corner. These shadows are very creamy. I am loving this formula. So now that I have put the inner corner in, we're going to work on the lower lash line. And for the lower lash line, I am going to go in with a shade from the Rust palette. I'm going to take this shade right here at the end called Rot Squared, and I'm just going to work that into the lower lash line here. I am going to go to the very first shade we used, which is this one right here, and it's called Erode, to smoke out that lower lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put mascara on. This is not a Hispanic owned mascara. I'm just using the Climax mascara from NARS. So we're gonna go ahead and do lips here. I do have some mentions for you guys. These are all from Melt Cosmetics. They are very creamy and very pretty. There's this one here, very nice. This one is in the shade Santeria. I have this one as well, which is a lighter shade right there. And this one, it is the shade Hex. And then this one is more of a brown color here. This one is in the shade Foxy. That last one right there. And then I also have lipsticks from them, which is probably the one I think that I'm going to be using. I have the shade Mum Cherried and Voyeur. Two of them are ultra matte finish, and this one, Mum, is just in matte finish. And then also I have some lip products from Artist Couture, and I do have a lipstick called Boy Toy. I have mentioned that one on my channel before. I don't know where it went, I just had it. But I do have also a lip gloss, and this is in the shade Peep Show. It's like an orangey shimmery shade, very pretty. But we are going to do a dark lip since fall is just right around the corner. I wanted to do something on the dark side to match the eyes. You don't always have to go dark if you don't want to, but I do, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the lip liner from Melt Cosmetics in the shade Santeria. I like that these ones don't pull or anything. They're really creamy and easy to apply. And then I'm gonna use the shade Cherried. This one right here, very, very dark purpley burgundy shade. This is definitely very, very dark, obviously, as you guys can tell. But I do like my dark vampy shades in the fall and winter. I'm going to put a little bit of this in the middle. This was the shade Voyeur, just to give the lips a little bit more dimension here. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Hope that you guys enjoyed all the mentions, and I will leave the brands linked down below so that you guys can go check them out. Stay tuned. Also make sure that you are following me on Instagram, as I will be featuring some of my friends, family, just people that inspire me, so go ahead and check that out. I will be having a couple more videos in this series. I'm not going to make it too long. It's just going to be a couple more, so make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe. And if you are new here, welcome. I hope that you guys enjoyed this space and that you return for more. This is it guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Toodles!